Welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm your host, Brian, joined with the other host,
Karen.
And in this episode of a 666, we're going to sort of talk about the heavy earbuds. We did one a few months ago, or whenever the fuck it was, about the H1H, I think they call them.
Yeah, the headphones you're wearing.
These ones I'm wearing here. On that, we talked about they came out with earbuds, and I was in need of earbuds because my AirPod ones were going out. It's been a few years since I bought some. So we went ahead and purchased those, and we've had them for a few months, and I've been playing around with them. So we're going to talk about that, our thoughts on it, or I guess mostly my thoughts. You've used them too, a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
So we're going to share our thoughts on that, and yeah, just let you know what's up with that. As I said, we purchased this with our own money.
Yes.
There's not sort of any...
There's no partnership or sponsorship or anything like that.
In the description of this video, there's a link to their website as well, where you can go and just peruse and find whatever you want from their products. These over-the-ear ones, as well as the earbuds. That's not a partnership link. It's just a link to their website that you can get from simply Googling it. I think in the last one I did talk about, you can ask Jeeves and all of that. Actually, I just saw the other day that Ask Jeeves shut down.
Oh, did it? Oh, darn.
After
so
30
now we
years.
have
So that's
bad
now,
information.
Yeah, that's now dated.
Yeah.
But hopefully people know how to Google shit and they can
Google,
find this website.
Bing, Yahoo. Is Yahoo still a thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Yahoo is.
AOL?
I think AOL is still a thing as well, yes. I don't think you have to pay for it anymore like you used to.
Interesting.
But anywho, moving along to the headphones, the earbuds, I guess. I did buy these for $184. I also bought another shell as well. It was the Heavy Metal Magazine shell. That was $27 for that. And there was like a discount of like $10 or something. So $184 though for the earbuds. You don't have to buy the shells, but that's one of the selling points for me is the shells.
And the shell for these is the case.
It's the top of the case, yeah.
Yeah. Unlike the headphones you're wearing.
Which
where
are the sides, yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
you can't like change out the side of the earbuds.
Exactly. So we got these pretty quick shipping. And you just get this little tiny box. Inside the box, you get your earbuds. You get different cones or hoods for your earbuds. I'll put photos of these up so you can see it a little better. I'm holding it in my hand now, but yeah, I'll throw photos up. There's two different kinds. There's like a silicone and there's like a foam type as well. I haven't played around with them. The base one that it comes with fit me pretty well, so I just left them as is, but they come with, looks like 4 different sizes to...
I think it's 2 different sizes.
Yeah, you're right, 2 different sizes to switch in and out, so 3 different sizes total. Under that, you get like the user guide, little piece of paper, a couple other pieces of paper in here that you normally get and whatnot, including like the original earbud or H1E Heavy Certificate Authentication or whatever the fuck, signed by the Chief Technology Officer, Alex Grill, as well as this little short USB-C to USB-C charging cable for them as well. Which is nice. I mean, everything now is USB-C, so it's cool to have another one.
Yeah.
It is short. It doesn't need to be long, but I mean, you can find a use for that somewhere. Always find a use for that. And then, of course, just looking at the case itself. It is a little bulky when I first got it.
It is.
Although, putting it in my pocket and carrying around with it, it's not too much worse or bigger than the Apple AirPods. I didn't find it to be so.
Okay.
It is a little bit bulkier. You can definitely tell it fits in the pocket a little. It's just a weird shape, but it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
So my opinion on that, my case is a lot smaller than that because I had like a different generation of AirPods than yours. And women's pockets are very small.
That's fair.
So I have a problem getting my cell phone in my pocket. So if I had a cell phone, keys, wallet.
And you don't carry a purse.
And
either.
I don't carry a purse.
Yeah.
I don't carry a bag or anything. So if I'm carrying all this stuff to try to go to a concert or something like that, I don't like to keep my wallet obviously in my back pocket or anything like that. So I like to keep it in front. That's a lot of stuff to put in there. And I feel like this case is very large for that.
Yeah, especially if you were going by yourself.
Yes.
You would probably want to wear earbuds when you're traveling to a show before going to the show or back from the show. I know when I go to a show alone, I like to listen to music on my way there. I listen to a lot of music, especially on public transit, for sure. So I definitely get what you're saying in terms of for women, for sure.
Yeah.
For me, it was a bit big, but it wasn't too bad for me.
Yeah,
personally.
I can see for men's pockets, it's probably not that bad.
If you're throwing like a backpack, whatever.
Yeah, true. If you have a
at that
bag or
point.
something like that, it's no big deal. Actually, it's probably better in a backpack because if it falls to the bottom, it's easier to find than the small ones.
The shells we talked a little bit about as well. There's just this little notch here on the back that you can get your fingernail under and pop it up. just a couple magnets on this holding it in place, and then you can see sort of the inside of the top shell or case as well, and the just sort of snaps right in there. It makes a cool little sound as you do that. I play with this a lot. It's just like,
oh, do you? That might not be good that you play with it.
I mean, I think this one's better than these. I don't play with these shells as much as I thought I would. I thought I'd play with these tabs a lot, but I really don't. This one though, I do just like put my finger under there.
Okay.
Over and over as I'm like sitting on the plane or something like that. It's probably annoying for the people around me, but whatever. But the shell, just like the ones for the over-the-ear ones, the H1H, I think they call them, it's plastic. It's kind of cheap. This feels a little better than these ones do, the over-the-ear. I think mostly because it's smaller, so it's not as thin and flimsy perhaps with the over-the-ear ones. So it does feel a little more sturdy, but it is just plastic again. So again, you know, spending $30 roughly for a piece of plastic and two magnets is a bit much. I get that, again, same concept. You probably have to pay the rights to have the band's logo and the band stuff on there, so that cost helps explode that cost a little bit. It is a bit pricey for sure. For these
and you
shells.
Don't have to buy those.
You do not. It does come with this base one that just has heavies, and it is this cool matte black. I really like the base one that it comes with. I did end up getting a Dream Theater one, as well as, like I said, the Heavy Metal Magazine one, and I've been switching out mostly the Heavy Metal Magazine and the Dream Theater shell that I use a lot. And when you buy those shells, they just come in this little tiny box here as well. Really decent packaging because you just open it and boom, it's sort of just like right there. So really cool packaging, fits out really well. Cardboard packaging and whatnot. So yeah, that's the case. Those are the shells. I will say the case to me, it is sort of this matte black all the way around. There's the 4 icons on the front to let you know how much charge you have. You open it up and it will like show you, boom, you have 3 bars on my, like currently I have. The case itself though, it does feel a little cheap to me. It doesn't feel as sturdy or as beefy as like the AirPod case does.
Yep.
So that's sort of a knock against it, I guess. It does feel a little cheap to me as I'm like just holding it and whatnot. You open it up, the headphones are right there. Kind of satisfying to like pick them up because they kind of like magnetized lock in, and it's kind of fun to put in. They fit in really well. I like how they fit in my head when I wear them in my face, in my head when I put them in. I like how they fit. You tried them and you weren't necessarily the biggest fan of them.
No, they're bulky, I feel like, compared to AirPods, but maybe like if you have Beats or something like that, like they're probably comparable.
Right.
But compared to AirPods, they're a little bit more
And you've been
bulky.
using AirPods for so long that you're just used to it and whatnot. I like how they fit. I think they sit well. I think they fit well in my head and whatnot. So that's really cool. I guess before getting to the sound of them, the connecting wasn't necessarily the hardest. There's like a little Bluetooth button. You just push there and you connect to your device and find it. I will say adding devices and connecting them to multiple devices has been not necessarily the smoothest process.
Right. Yeah.
Because you use them on the airplane.
I did because my headphones like stopped connecting.
Yeah.
So we used yours, and then we were having problems.
So I had to drop the device from my phone, which they were connected to, and then we were able to connect them to the airplane TV thing in front of us, and then getting them reconnected again. It wasn't as smooth as like the AirPods, especially with an Apple phone, for instance. Yeah. But you can do it. It's not that.
No, it wasn't bad.
Much of an issue. It's just that was a little hiccup that we had with them. Just like these H1H or the over-the-ear ones. You do have to use the app to try to kind of hone them into the sound you want through like the equalizer app and whatnot. So out of the box, they kind of sound like shit. I'm not going to lie. It sounded really bad when I first put them in. But then once you start playing with it, it's like, oh, okay, it's the same thing you have to do with these. You have to like sort of hone it into your listening preference. Same complaints I had with the app with these ones is, I wish they came sort of preset to something.
Yeah.
And
or like suggestions on how to set them or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly, like in the app saying if you like doom metal, do this and we'll do a preset for that sort of what we recommend.
That's true. They could just do like, this is the metal that I'm listening to, or this is the music I'm listening to.
Yeah, and then you can just sort of adjust all those on the fly for like just by the click of a button within the app. They do send out emails for like listening guides. I think those are mostly like, I haven't really read them, but I think those are mostly like, here's the type of metal, here's songs we recommend listening to test out what you could do or what the music sounds like with our headphones, which is really cool. I just wish that was in the app, that you can just hit a button and say like, I want progressive metal, and then it would adjust the equalizer for you. Again, it's an app. They can easily push out a update down the road and have that feature or function. I wish that would happen sometime down the road, is all I'm saying. But yeah, getting to the sound, I think they sound phenomenal. I think they sound amazing. I love the way they sound. They have the hell blocker, the guy talking to you. I have that on all the time. That sounds great. When you take them out and you put them in your ears, you can hear it say like power on, connected.
Connecting.
The same, not the same voice in these ones, but a similar voice, which is kind of cool. I don't like it when I first take it out because I want to hear that voice, but by the time I get it to my ear, it's already gone through like the power on, and then it will go through the connected. But yeah, the sound is phenomenal. I really like how they sound once you get them honed into the style you want. Other than that, the battery life, I think the battery life is phenomenal as well.
Much better than AirPods.
So much better than my old AirPods. It's so good. I think I've charged them maybe twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in like the 2 or 3 or 4 months that we've had them.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily use them a lot, but even just sitting there and not having to charge them, they keep a charge for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I used them probably 7 or 8 hours on the plane. So.
Yeah, and then like I used them throughout the week as well, and then I used them, or you used them on the way home from the trip, I think.
No, I didn't use them on the way home.
All right, so maybe I used them a little bit. I don't know. Yeah. I can't remember. That was a few weeks ago, and then even just since then, using them here and there. Yeah. So they do keep a charge quite a while.
At least for right now. Hopefully that
yes, at least for right now. We can see what happens down the road. The only other thing I want to bring up or talk about is we are pretty firmly in the Apple ecosystem. So
that's true. Yeah.
So the AirPods do things better than these do if you're in that ecosystem, because they're built for their products, and the AirPods are built to communicate with their products and connect with their products in a different way than other Bluetooth items are. And that's definitely by design by Apple. They want it to be easy for their products. They want you to jump through hoops for third-party products because they don't want you using third-party products, right? So there are things that you can't, like, that just don't work as well, like connecting to the Apple TV, connecting to your phone. They don't just connect as simply as the AirPods do. The touch buttons, I think the AirPods on both sides, you can tap twice to like pause and play.
Yeah, I think so.
On either ear.
Mine has like a button to actually push.
Okay. Yeah. But you can do that on either ear, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think these ones, the right ear only does certain actions, the left ear does other actions.
Oh, okay.
So that was a little confusing when I would like go to the left ear to try to skip and do like 2 taps and like hell blocker deactivated or something like that. I don't think that's what it is, but
so like, just the commands are a little bit different. Yeah.
So getting used to that was a little bit of a change as well.
I wonder if you could set those. Can you set those on the app?
I don't think you can. No, that would be another cool thing to do if you could change those on the app as well. Yeah. That's a great idea. I think that'd be awesome.
Well, I'll get a job with Heavys. And
there you go. Yeah, product job and whatnot. So all in all, I mean, if I could go back and do it again, I love the fact that I can change out the shells, but the case itself feels flimsy. The shells I feel like are overpriced for what you get. $180, I guess, doesn't seem too bad for a price. I think that's roughly market price for Bluetooth headphones like this. Yeah. I think Apple AirPods are around $200 or something like that, or maybe even more, $250 for like the Pros or something.
Maybe, yeah.
I can't remember what those cost.
Especially for the new generation ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's comparable for sure. The case, like I said, feels cheap, but I love the fact that you can change out the shell. The sound is fucking phenomenal. I do love the sound. It's bulky. I mean, knowing that we're in the Apple ecosystem, I don't know if I would buy these again. I'd probably go with AirPods just to like stay in the ecosystem, make my life a little easier around the house and whatnot. Because I don't really find myself using AirBuds or AirPods or earbuds anymore to the extent that I used to. What I use is these H1H, which I love these ones. So, I might skip these, but if you are if you're not an over the ear type person, and I wasn't for the longest time, and you prefer earbuds, these aren't bad. I do like them. The price is decent.
Like the gym, though, you use these.
Exactly. In the gym, I use these when I'm going out and about, like to concerts and whatnot, like we talked about, or the movies or something. I'm wearing these around the house, and if I'm going for short walks, I'm wearing these bigger ones. We still have the hot summer months to come, so we'll see
I don't
how
think
much
the
I wear these.
would be that good
Right.
for the summer.
So it could be these earbuds that I end up wearing a lot more. So again, if I can go back, I'm 50-50 if I'd go with AirPods or Heavies. AirPods are sleeker. I like the case a little better. I like how they connect to the Apple products better. I like the sound of the H1Es better though than AirPods for sure.
And you keep saying like connecting to Apple products. We don't have anything that's not Apple, so
right.
We don't know how those connect like to a Samsung or something like that.
Right, and that's a good call out. That's definitely a good call out. I don't know how this would work with like a Android phone or something like that. Yeah. And again, it's a small nuisance, the connecting thing.
For sure. Yeah.
Not something like, oh my God, it's the end of like my day or something. My day's horrible now because
I don't
of
know.
this.
There could be some days where it's like
there
that
could be.
little thing could set you
Just
over the
put
edge.
me over the edge. It could.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, sure. In any case, we've been rambling way too long. I think they're a pretty decent product. I like them. I'm glad we got them. A few little issues here and there, but mostly good, I would say, for sure. The little bit you used them, did you enjoy? Did you like the sound?
Yeah, they sound fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I was watching a TV show, so I wasn't like
right.
listening to music.
But on the plane, did you get a bunch of the background noise?
No.
So pretty good then.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yeah. In any case, that's it. Just want to briefly talk about these H1E heavy earbud things that we picked up. If you're in the market, definitely worth checking out. But in any case, go out there, listen to some music on whatever means you have. Earbuds, over the ear, no ear thingies, and just out in the wild and
at live shows.
Our favorite live shows. So get out there and just explore some music and listen to some music.
Bye.